Good day and welcome to this demonstration video showing you how to use the Sleep Ferry diagnostic device. Please note that the sleep technician will assemble this device before the study and assist with connecting the patient whenever possible. This information will just be for your peace of mind. There are 5 components that must be present in the bag. The device itself with its black strap connected to it, a plaster roll, a saturation probe, and a nasal cannula. Please do ensure that all these parts are in the bag before the study and when handing the device back to your sleep technician after the study has been completed. We will now look at the components on the device itself. On the far right, you'll find the battery icon. Moving left from there is the on and off switch, the SD card port, the Type-C charger port, the nasal cannula connection, and on the far left is the saturation probe port. When switching the device on, the screen will be illuminated, displaying the readings being picked up, as well as the battery percentage and the date. The screen will go dark after a few minutes so as to not disturb the patient with a bright screen. Only the green light next to the screen will sporadically flash, indicating that it is on. Please take note not to press on the SD card. If it is ejected, it will not record the sleep study. The device will be charged prior to you receiving it, so it won't be necessary to charge it yourself. The nasal cannula attaches with a screw-in method and needs to be secured well to prevent it from loosening. It is very important to note that the small pins of the saturation probe are very fragile and must be handled with extreme care when connecting to and disconnecting the port from the device. Ensure that the shape of the probe matches the shape on the device side before connecting it. To get set up, you will first need to stand upright to ensure a proper fit for the device around the thorax. The black strap does not have any sensors in it, and its primary use is to secure the sleep device around the thoracic area using an easy fastening and releasing Velcro strip. Make sure the device sits on the upper chest area and is tight enough to move around, but is also comfortable enough to not restrict breathing. Next, you are going to connect the saturation probe very carefully by aligning the pins in the probe with the opposing holes on the device side, pressing until you can feel a click and it is inserted securely. After that, you will then connect the saturation probe to your finger. You want to prevent the finger from protruding beyond the probe, otherwise it will not get a clear reading. A perfect fit is when the block of the probe is covering the whole nail area. There are additional stabilizers for the saturation probe to keep it from bending. Next, you are going to connect the nasal cannula by twisting it onto the attachment on the device like previously shown. Then you'll put the nasal cannula in the nose and fold the sides behind the ears, and then pull the white plastic piece up to the chin to tighten it. Again, only until it feels comfortably tight but is not restricting breathing. You will now secure the saturation probe to the finger using the plaster provided. Wrap the plaster around the finger until it feels secure but is not restricting blood flow. Tear off another 2 smaller pieces to secure the nasal cannula to each cheek to prevent the cannula from dislodging during the night. If you do require more plaster, please do apply more to ensure a successful sleep study. When you are comfortable and ready to sleep, you can now switch the device on. Check that all the graphs are running and are indicating movement. The device is picking up 5 different readings: chest movement, nasal airflow, saturation, heart rate, and snoring. As explained earlier, the screen of the device will go dark after a while. However, there will be a red light in the saturation probe and an occasionally flashing round green light on the device that will remain on. This green light on the device does not need to be pressed to start the readings. The next morning after the study is complete, you can just switch off the device and disassemble all the attachments and return everything to the bag for collection or drop-off. If any further assistance is required, please contact your sleep technician. Thank you.